I don't know if this is a common problem. Probably is. But one of my children, aged 7, is strongly attracted to the TV culture, computer games, etc. Having taken her to the Buddhist center a number of times, I have now given up, as she doesn't want anything to do with Buddhism and is positively antagonistic. I could understand this if it was a teenage rebellion against me, but at this age it seems unlikely. Do you have any suggestions about how to deal with what appears to be the pull of samsara? I can't help wondering how it is that this tiny tot, aged 7, has already had such an exposure to the TV culture and computer games. I don't know how this could have come about. I mean, perhaps I'm just out of touch with, contemporary culture, developments, and so on. But if the little girl has become addicted to TV culture, computer games, by the age of 7, well, it's going to be a bit difficult weaning her off, I would have thought. I certainly don't think it's a good idea to go on dragging her along to the Buddhist center. She's clearly conceived a dislike for the Buddhist center. So at this stage, I think that you'd better just let rest. But I think you'd have to exert your authority and limit the amount of TV watching and limit the number of computer games. I didn't mention computer games myself this morning. Perhaps I should have. I must confess I'm completely computer illiterate and wouldn't recognize a computer game probably if I saw one, let alone being able to play one. But in what I've read about TV and computer games and so on, they always seem to be bracketed, as though they come together now. If you have one, you have the other. I don't quite understand the nature of the connection, but they clearly belong to the same particular domain of Mara. So I think this particular parent will just have to, accept that the little girl doesn't want to go along to the Buddhist center, or accept the fact that she's hooked on the TV culture and computer games, but try to limit it, and perhaps try to divert her interest. I don't know quite how you'll do this. I don't know quite what this strong-minded little lady is really like, but try to divert or deflect her interest away from the TV and the computer games. You'll have to be perhaps quite inventive, in order to do this. But it's sad to think that by the age of 7, you're strongly attracted to the TV culture and computer games.